Although maybe it's time for a vlog. Hi guys, this is Connie. That's little Ivy Bear. My baby bear Tryon. Hello. Yeah. Somebody had their 4-month checkup today. And that meant there was one vaccine that was given orally by mouth. And there were 2 shots done in this leg and 1 shot done in that leg. I have also learned, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but we've got dogs barking in the background. Ain't it great? I'm starting to learn that I have some kind of like doctor's office anxiety because the last few times I've been into the doctor's office, I get nervous enough to cry, even though there's really no reason for crying. It's just how I relieve stress for myself. And when it came to her shots, I cried more than she did. Because don't get me wrong, she squealed, wailed, cried for about 30 seconds. But by the time the doctor came in to check her out and everything, you see those band-aids? See them band-aids? By the time the doctor came and checked her out and then mentioned the vaccines and stuff, I was crying. And I was not even the one getting the shots. And I'm not bad with shots either. Typically. I was when I was a kid. Like I would run and hide in the bathrooms. And they would even let me go to my aunt who was a nurse. And she's like, I've got the smallest possible needles to make this shot not hurt. Please come out and get these shots. And I'm like, no, I don't want them. And then she'd do them. And I'm like, I didn't even feel it at all. That was harmless and painless. And it's over. So for all the wailing and crying that I would do beforehand, it was ridiculous. But I still do it. And I give blood when I'm eligible to. I'm not eligible to give blood until 2 months from now because of the emergency C-section that we had with her. Apparently with C-sections you're deferred for 6 months because it's essentially surgery, which it is. Even though I didn't need a blood transfusion, there it was. So that's a thing. I donate blood on a regular basis when I'm eligible and I'm available to do it. And obviously in this season of life it's kind of difficult when you're getting pregnant and then you're being deferred because you're healing. So it's been an interesting endeavor knowing that I cry because I'm at a doctor's office, which doesn't seem right because the doctor's there to help you get healthier, and if anything they should be easing your fears because even if something bad does happen, you're going to work it out so that you can help make sure that you're healthy again. So why do I cry? Is it because I had a really cruddy doctor in the past that I had to leave because I felt like I was being, for lack of any better term, discriminated against because of my family? My family has there's a lot of family history of things that go on as far as our habits, and I don't even know how to say that without getting into their personal business, which, you know, it's important in many situations to make private things private and let them stay private. Bless you. There, bless you. I was like, I heard the wind up and the pitch. Which I learn a lot with mustachio. A lot of people have been asking me, like, who's pistachio? It's not pistachio with a P. It's mustachio, mustachio with an M. When I refer to my husband in social media, just like with my little Ivy Bear here, I don't use their real names unless I was given permission by them. Obviously, she's a little too young to give me consent to use her name on the internet, and I got paranoid right before she was born. I didn't want to do the typical, you know, welcome to the world, here is our child's full governmental name, and here are her vitals from when she was born. I said, I don't mind sharing that about myself. I didn't want to start my daughter off with the world already knowing all of that, especially if she wanted to keep that to herself. So I got very, very broad. I said, here's our little girl. We call her Ivy. Ivy's not her real name. And most people that I meet in person or have messaged and talked with online, those who need to know, know. Most people will know when we run into different places. But I was like, we call her Ivy. She was born in the early afternoon. She was over 8 pounds. She was, oh, I can't even remember how long she was. That's the only vital I don't remember. I think she was over 21 inches. Yeah, I think so. And even now, she's so much taller. She's like in the 93 percentile of her height, which is incredible to me. She's very, very tall and has very, very long fingers and toes. That must come from her dad, because I have really itty bitty, fat, thick fingers. Don't know what I was trying to say. She's got daddy's blue eyes, but she's got my face. Obviously, there's been some hereditariness going on in here, and it looks a lot like me when I was a baby. But as far as everything else, looks a lot like her dad, which is great. My mom and I were joking today. We were like, finally a tall child. Which, it is what it is. I think it's all relative. Doctor anxiety. That's where we were going with this whole vlog and conversation. If you're still watching, thank you. I think it's awesome that people care to watch and listen. Typically, it does help when I have books to read. I never knew. I still keep going on it. I still reel about it because reading books on the internet became a thing for me. And that was not something that I had ever thought or anticipated or could have imagined being a thing. But, you know, kids need to read, and sometimes they don't want to read. I was not a big reader as a student in public school. I hated required summer reading because I had no choice. I had to read it or I was going to fail the class. And so I never read it. I ended up having to get cliff notes and things and hoping that my friends would help me out with answers and stuff. Like, even going through To Kill a Mockingbird right now, I could pretty well assure you that other than the movie, which is not all that, you know, the movies are different than the books, I never have actually gotten all the way through To Kill a Mockingbird that I can remember with comprehension. So that's a thing. But yeah, there was one book, and maybe I'll have to do it in the future, when I'm done with the rest of the list of books I have to finish, and people are requesting more, which I do appreciate. I get your comments, I see your requests, but with her, she is my full-time job, and as much as I would like to, I'd like to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I also know that I'm going to either get further and further behind and have to apologize, or just stick to the Tuesday, Thursday schedule that I'm on, so that I know for sure videos got to go out on Tuesday, videos got to go out on Thursday. And I'll probably make playlists and make certain videos unlisted so that, yes, so that if you see them in the playlist, you'll still be able to access them, but they won't be officially published until they come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I have noticed that some of my unlisted videos are being seen, which I don't completely get. Maybe it's because the link, the unlisted link is maybe in the title or the thumbnail, which is weird. So, yeah. I have no qualms with putting myself out there on the internet because I've been doing it for years. Yeah, I've been doing it for years. There's just been nobody that's been watching. Hi. Hello. Oh, my sweet, beautiful girl. My precious gift from God. Yes. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. We waited a long time for you. And now you're here. Everybody always says, oh, the time, it just flies. Look at them growing. They're getting so much bigger. And I've watched people on social media, especially moms, be like, always be my baby. You don't have to grow up, which I understand is facetious, but this is the first time in my life I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and I love watching her grow. I spent so much of my life wishing for the next step, or wishing I could be back in an old step of my life. You know, oh, I wish I could be in a relationship. Oh, I can't wait to get married. Oh, I can't wait to be an adult. Oh, I can't wait to be a mom. Or, oh, things were so much simpler when I was single. I kind of wish I would have enjoyed being single more often. And it's the first time in a long time that I feel content. And I love it. And I hope that I get to teach her and teach other people that, you know, enjoy the season you're in, because just like the seasons that we have, spring, summer, fall, and winter, they are temporary. They might get a little bit muddled up at times, but they are temporary, and summer passes into fall. We have autumn, and we have winter, and we have spring, and it's okay. You're okay. And it's important to enjoy that season, because regardless of the length of it, there's a beginning and there's an end. And we're there for a reason. So, where are you going? You're looking up at the fan? You really want that fan? Oh. YouTube, why are you getting rid of the editor? I'm a pretty cruddy editor, and I've never used any other stuff except what you have online. And that's going away sometime this month, which means everything's going to have to be like a one-off, one-take wonder, or I'm going to have to learn how to actually edit, which I think has always been my issue. Oh, 12 minutes. I've been a lazy YouTuber. I am not worried about content. I wasn't worried about subscribers even when I started getting subscribers. And I don't say that to say I don't appreciate you. I do appreciate those people who watch, those people who listen. I've appreciated all of the comments, the good, the bad, and the unusual that I've received. I'm glad that my videos can help, and I'm glad that, you know, these books get to go out there, and that, you know, I hope you look up Gary Paulson. I hope you look up some of his other work. I hope you look at some of these authors that I've read and buy their books. Because these books are awesome, and you can enjoy them again and again, with or without my voice, and see where I messed up. Because I've done that a bit. And it's a good life. I'm incredibly thankful and appreciative. There are so many blessings in my life that I know about, and many that I don't. And I will always be thankful to Jesus for that. Yes, I will. And keep that attitude of gratitude. Some people ask about my outro. It's just life. You know, as much as I can give advice and share my own opinion, ultimately, at the end of the day, you have to make peace with the life that you live. And if you are not at peace with the life that you live, you got to change it. And so, it's life. Be careful with that and enjoy. Please and thank you. Hello, bug. Hello. Oh, too much? That's too much. Is that the cutest thing ever? Ah, she is my little rainbow baby. Mwah. Yes, so I already said be careful with that and enjoy. Please and thank you. And I will see you for the next installment. Bye.